Hello, my name is Tricia with the City and County of Denver. In this video, I will provide an overview of when and why you need to complete third-party data verification. Then I will be giving step-by-step instructions on the data verification process, outlining what a third-party data verifier needs to do in order to complete a data verification checklist. If you are a building owner, please watch our video titled Data Verification Process for Building Owners. There are two main reasons that the City of Denver requires third-party data verification: energy efficiency target valuation and target adjustments. To confirm that buildings are benchmarking with sufficient detail to receive an accurate final target, the Office of Climate Action, Sustainability, and Resiliency requires third-party data verification of a benchmarking report 2 times. Once before the end of the 2026 benchmarking reporting year, by June 1st, 2026, and once for the measurement period of the building's final target. To satisfy the first data verification requirement, the data must be verified in the 2025 reporting year, verifying 2024 calendar year of data submitted in 2025, or the 2026 reporting year, verifying 2025 calendar year of data submitted in 2026, or if you have already performed a third-party verification for a target adjustment, the 2025-2026 data verification requirement has been satisfied, and you will not need to verify data again until your final target year. After completing this initial verification requirement, buildings are not required to complete another third-party data verification until the calendar year their final target year performance is being evaluated. For example, if your building's final target year is 2032, you would complete data verification of the 2032 data prior to turning in the benchmarking report by June 1st, 2033. Data verification is also required for every type of standard target adjustment, but the type of target adjustment you apply for will determine which year of data needs to be verified. Standard target adjustment applications submitted for the following adjustment types must be included in data verification for the building's baseline year: gross floor area or square footage, and inaccurate energy data that affects the baseline. Standard target adjustment applications submitted for all other adjustment types must include data verification for the building's most recent reporting year. The City of Denver requires that third-party data verification be performed by a professional with the following licenses, credentials, or certifications in good standing: professional engineer issued within the United States, registered architect issued within the United States, certified energy manager from the Association of Energy Engineers, building energy assessment professional from ASHRAE, energy management professional from Energy Management Association, and any other additional data verifier license or training program credentials recognized by the Office of Climate Action, Sustainability, and Resiliency posted on the website. So, who is not approved to perform a data verification? The building owner, employee of the building owner, and anyone designated by building ownership to complete benchmarking reporting. The person who benchmarks the building cannot be the person who completes the data verification. An exception to this rule can either be a licensed professional engineer or a registered architect that completed the benchmarking on behalf of the building can also complete third-party data verification. Now we will move into the step-by-step process of data verification for data verifiers. I will begin with an overview of the whole process, followed by more detailed information on each step. To begin, the building owner connects with the data verifier and portfolio manager. The building owner then shares the property with the data verifier and portfolio manager. The building owner must gather information to support the data verification. The data verifier then confirms the benchmarking data, reviews necessary documentation and information provided by the building owner, generates the data verification checklist inside Portfolio Manager, and signs the data verification checklist. After the data verification checklist is completed, the data verifier or building owner will submit the checklist in the Energize Denver management portal, which we will go over in more detail. As the data verifier, there are a few steps that the building owner should have completed before you are able to generate and complete the data verification checklist. The building owner should have connected with the data verifier and portfolio manager, shared the property with the data verifier's Energy Star account, gathered all necessary information to support data verification, and sent that documentation via email to the data verifier. After the building owner has completed all necessary steps, the data verifier can now begin the process of generating and completing the data verification checklist. As the data verifier, you will start by logging into your Portfolio Manager account. Once logged in, go to the Reporting tab in the upper left-hand corner. On the right-hand side of the page, find the PDF link titled Data Verification Checklist under Energy Star Performance Documents. You will now see a window titled Generate and Download Reports. For Step 1, select Energy Star Data Verification Checklist, Energy Data Only. In Step 2, select the specific property you are creating a data verification checklist for. For Step 3, select the time frame for which the data verification checklist is being generated. As stated previously in Slide 4 of this tutorial, please ensure that this matches with the specific performance evaluation or the target adjustment year the checklist is intended for. Under Step 4, select the relevant property contacts that will be receiving the data verification checklist report. Next, confirm all selections are correct and click Generate and Download Report. Note you will need to change settings in your browser to allow pop-ups in order to see the report as a download. Now you are ready to complete the data verification checklist. The checklist is separated into 4 sections. They are review of whole property characteristics, review of property use details, review of energy consumption, and a signature or stamp of verifying licensed professional. Please note that a stamp is not required for Energize Denver submission. A signature or stamp is required. Once received, the building owner or responsible party will keep the checklist on file. If the data verification is being completed for a target adjustment, the data verification checklist PDF will be submitted with the target adjustment application. If data verification is being completed for the requirement years of 2025 or 2026, or the building's final target year of 2032, the data verification checklist needs to be submitted with the data verification checklist requirement application inside the portal. In the Energize Denver Management Portal, you can find the form to submit the data verification checklist by navigating to the Forms and Applications tab on the left-hand side. Click on Available Forms and scroll down. Here you will see the form for Data Verification Checklist Requirement Application and/or Standard Target Adjustment Application. We recommend identifying the responsible party for submitting the target adjustment or data verification application early in the process to ensure timely completion. In addition to generating and completing the data verification checklist, the data verifier must provide contact and credential information as the verifier for the property and portfolio manager. Start by going into the My Portfolio tab, then the Details tab, scroll to the bottom of the page to the Verification section and click on Add Verification Information. Fill out all requested information and confirm. The data verifier will first check over benchmarking data and help to correct any errors or discrepancies in data points such as square footage, property types, and aggregated meter energy usage data. In order for the data verifier to properly complete a data verification checklist, the building owner may need to produce necessary relevant documentation. This documentation can include a breakdown of floor area by space use type and the supporting documentation used to determine this breakdown. These can include blueprints, as-built drawings, or architectural plans. The latest rent rolls, utility metering and account information, including an aggregated meters list if applicable. Aggregate meter lists should include the meter numbers and service addresses. Copies of at least one utility bill for each fuel type. List of addresses or units within the property. Online access to each utility service provider's whole building aggregation data via associated online portals. And additional documentation relevant to renewable energy credits, power purchase agreements, backup generator usage, and electric vehicle charging. Once the data verification checklist has been completed, the data verifier should reach out to the building owner to discuss findings and any necessary changes or modifications in Portfolio Manager. The data verifier can update the Portfolio Manager entry directly and also provide a memo outlining findings from the data correction process. This memo should be no longer than 4 pages. Several important points to note for data verifiers. Data verification does not require an on-site visit unless the data verifier determines it is necessary to confirm the property details in question before signing the documentation. Building owners can choose to benchmark their building as one property type following EPA guidance, or they may break down high-intensity property types by square footage. confirm with the building owner how it is being benchmarked. For a section on indoor environmental quality, NA can be filled in for benchmarking as well as target adjustments if it does not apply to the details in question. For more detailed information on data verification, target adjustments, and energy benchmarking in general, additional resources are available on the Climate Action, Sustainability, and Resiliency website. Go to Energize Denver Hub and select Buildings 25,000 square feet or larger. You can then choose to review the benchmarking requirements page with access to information on data verification requirements, as well as the third-party data verification guide in a downloadable format. If you have any questions about target adjustments, data verification, or any other aspect of the Energize Denver programs, please reach out to our help desk via email at energizedenver@denvergov.org or phone call at 844-536-4528. This concludes the presentation on data verification for data verifiers. Thanks for watching.